Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. We got some news today about the upcoming 4th year anniversary by Plarium. They're going to be introducing a very unique Fragment champion, and it's one of the starter champions, but a legendary version of it. No, it's not kill. We're not going to have another overpowered kill. We already have the stronger version of kill as a rare, the stronger version of kill as an epic. We're going to get a legendary version of the one and only Elhain. Let's get started with this, and boom, there she is. Supreme Elhain looks very similar to how the normal Elhain looks. To be honest, it's not that she looks so different. If we have a look at Elhain, boom, if you click right there, it's not that it looks that different. Look at that. It's just a little bit shinier than she is. She's got maybe like a shinier bow and a shinier equipment than the one that the current Elhain has. The kits vary a little bit, so it's not the same kind of kits that they have in just a legendary version with higher stats. So how the Supreme Elhain will be, will be a void attack based champion with very strong nukes, and it's advertised by Plarium to be a very strong champion for the arena. That's how they advertised it to us in a text that they provided, saying that she'll be great because of her very unique passive where she is my big head is in front of this, but she will be immune to decreased attack debuffs, inflicts 20% more damage against targets whose attack is lower than this champion's attack. That is pretty cool, having an immunity to decreased attack, although decreased attack is not as useful anymore as it used to be, let's say, you know, a year ago. It's more about having a ton of buffs in your team, and you usually block debuffs. You have block debuffs on, and you usually also have some kind of cleanse running in your arena team. That being said, she'll be doing 20% more damage. I wonder on her multipliers, her A1 has a double hitting attack. Each time it hits, transfers a random debuff from this champion to the target. That is subject to accuracy, by the way, if you guys didn't know, so that kind of sucks, to be honest. Attacks all enemies on the A2, damage increases by 10% for each debuff on each target. This is very unique. Again, you will not have a lot of debuffs on the enemies, but this doesn't mean that this will be useless for the majority of players out there. The people who manage to get her will have a use out of a void-based nuker. Remember, she's void, okay? Void-based nuker means there's no issue of affinities, and you'll be doing a lot more damage when you've got the debuffs on, so have that in mind. And you'll also be resetting the A3 if you kill enemies with the A2, which is pretty cool. So the A3 will have a 4-turn cooldown, single target burst, ignoring ally protection, strengthen, and shield buffs. So those are pretty strong. Of course, she will not ignore Stone Skin because that would have made her crazy good, and they don't want to give out these kind of champions for free. And it's pretty obvious why they don't do it. I think depending on her multiplier, she'll be like a very strong champion to have. And then her passive is the immunity, and she's got an aura for a boost in attack in all battles by 30%. So honestly, it's a pretty basic kit, a pretty basic champion in the sense of, unless we see the multipliers, there's not much else to cover in terms of her being a unique Fragment event champion. Am I gonna go for her? Yes, because she's a void champion, and similarly to other voids like Vlad, okay, I'm gonna go for them, even though she might be disappointing. Vlad got some, you know, rework done on him, and he was much better. So I'm hopeful that she doesn't need a rework. They understand before they push her out to everybody through the Fragment event that she has to have high multipliers for her to be a nuker used in the arena. So having that in mind, just remember that we also had free champions like Ronda, who is also useful in arena as a single target nuker who can also apply block passive skills, block active skill, which is so good, also ignoring shields and 30% of the target's defense. This is huge. I mean, comparing the one that they'll be offering, which is going to be a void champion, to this one, Ronda. I mean, Ronda also ignores defense, so having that in mind, they should have added something to her kit relevant to ignoring defense. She needs to have that, because having just Savage anymore and the lucky proc from Helm Smasher is not enough, and especially from a void champion, you expect a little bit more. But again, since this will be a Fragment collection, I'm guessing they didn't want to have that extra bit of boost in terms of giving this champion to everybody through the Fragment. But remember, these events are going to be extremely difficult. They're gonna have, you know, all the Fragment along different events and tournaments. We're gonna have champion chase, and we're gonna have the champion events similarly to the one we have right now, the summon rush. I tried my luck with a couple of secrets off from a video. I didn't get anything, but it means I'm close to the next legendary. I think I'm tended to mercy. So having that in mind, whenever the events come for the supreme Elhain, I'll have a little bit better luck. And of course, I've been saving a lot of sacreds and voids and a little bit of ancients. I tried for Harima, but I didn't get her. So those are the ways that they will make you as a player. They'll force you to spend. So having that in mind, be careful. If you're looking for a void nuker, you gotta save up everything that you have, your energies, your shards, and of course, if you've got any arena refreshes, save those as well for the classic arena tournaments that will also include a fragment reward. So having that in mind, that's it for the 4th year anniversary in terms of what they give us beforehand. So they probably will do more stuff. I don't know if they'll do other events like a champion training tournament where they give us a champion through champion training and we have to compete with each other. I wonder if they're gonna do one so quickly right after they did this guy right here, Elhain. I wonder if they do like that, but for a void champion. I wonder if they'll do any kind of other events, maybe a unique, you know, logging in event where they give us a champion. I highly doubt it, because that would have been probably leaked by now. They usually are leaked by the data miners, but who knows? Who knows? Supreme Elhain again looks pretty good. Nothing too crazy again from her kit. Looks very simple, and I also think that she'll be good for the newer spider, the hard mode spider, where you gotta kill the small spiders. And her reset of her A3 ability will be pretty solid using the A2. The A2 is a single nuke on a 3-turn cooldown. You basically get a reset on your A3, and then your A3, you can use that to get an extra turn and help reduce that cooldown of that A2, which is your AoE attack. I think she's going to be pretty solid. And also considering that she's a void, having a reset on an AoE burst that also helps do a lot of damage to the small spiders might be actually huge for the spider. But we just have to wait and see when the actual hard mode dungeons come into play. That's when we'll get to theory crafting on whatever all the champions we have can do now with the hard mode dungeons, all the fusions that we have the past 12 months, how useful they are now with the hard mode dungeons. And I think the hard mode dungeons will be coming in much sooner than we expect. I originally thought by the 14th or 15th, where the next CVC will be, we would have had access to it, but it might be even more delayed. It might be by the end of the month. Who knows? We'll see by then. Let me know, guys, what you're gonna do with Supreme Elhain. Are you gonna go for this champ? Put it down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.